Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please let me know if you can hear me. Am I heard? We have a problem yesterday with the sound, and actually I was working in it until now, since yesterday. And as you see, I had to reset everything, the layout. I even had to reformat my computer. However, even after formatting, still the audio from the speakers are not coming. So it look like this is the OBS program, which is for free to do the encoding. It wasn't the computer. What you can do. Anyway, peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And today our topic is who is Allah, what he is made from. And because of the issue actually we had, I'm not going to be able to take calls because I cannot link any sound from my computer. I need to find a solution for this. And actually, I'm thinking to use what people use, like, those StreamYard programs, etc., where people, they can just join us live without calling in Skype. And by the way, I'm not going to use the Skype no more. The account you have, don't use it. Don't text me there. It's not for use no more. All right? I hope I informed you. And actually, I made a new account. And the reason I did, because the old account, when I open it, I have like a 10,000 text, and I don't know how many thousand people they are in my Skype, and I don't know them actually. So if I need to use a Skype, I have an account, but I'm not going to post for now because I don't want to go and face the same problem with the Skype, which people keep texting me, asking me to add them. I do not know who they are. We keep asking people, if you are not a Muslim, don't text me, but they keep doing that. So, we will find a better way to communicate, and we will go from there. So take a note that Skype is not active. If you receive a text from somebody who call himself Arabian Prophet or Christian Prince, this is not me, right? Unless you hear my voice there speaking to you, calling you by name. But I will not log in anymore. Anyway, no, this Skype is really annoying because it is non-stop receiving messages. Hello, how are you? Are you Christian Prince? Are you the real Christian Prince? Is that the true account of a Christian Prince? I mean, endless, every time you open it. I tried to use this Discord, but I did not know how to use it. It felt like a bathroom, because in this Discord, you call it Discord, everybody speak at the same time. And I don't want a bathroom, I want people, we can choose who want to talk, and we know who's talking. My volume is a little low. Okay, hold on. Is it? Let us see. Okay, what about now? Is it better now? Don't tell me it's not good now. It's good, right? Anyone have a difficulty with my voice? Well, you see the problem with the StreamYard? That I cannot zoom good in text. Those programs, you have to sacrifice something. Like you see now, when I decide to show you, a text on the screen, like this. Do you see how clear it is? The reason, because I am zooming in. In those programs, they will show you the whole page. So imagine you want to read this like this, or even more actually, because it's going to go all the way to the page, to the whole page. You know what I mean? So the text will be smaller and smaller and really horrible. But look like we have, I'm trying to resist because I'm using a program actually. This program I'm using is used for TV studio, literally for a TV, which means you can run a TV station with this program. And I paid good money for it. However, this program will not work with the new update for the software. Just to make you pay, So I paid for it, I paid for the license, but now they don't have the same program work today. They have a subscription, which is a lot of money, really a lot of money. But we will see, if we have to use those programs, we will use them, what we can do. Now we go to our topic, and if there is any Muslim would like to join us in the conversation for free. Who is Allah and what Allah is made of? If we remember in the hadith, and we played many times, like hundreds of times, videos where the Muslim is speaking about Allah. He have foot, he have hands, he have two hands, he have shin, you name it. The Muslims, they have their own way to look at their God, but at the same time, they don't dare even to look at their God. So if you ask a Muslim, and actually, especially if they are in a debate, Muslim, they play like kids, the bully. So he tried to bully you in order to avoid the question, which is an embarrassment. So you say to him, your God have body parts. He say to you what? He say, remember maybe hijab? He said to David Wood, who said so? So who said so? Your prophet says so. Your Quran says so. Your hadith says so. Your books say so. So the Muslim, they try always to get away with those questions because obviously they cause an embarrassment and a big question mark about their God. Many naive people do not know that the God of Islam is not even a spirit. You will see a stupid priest, and I call them stupid. They say to you, or they might say to you, that Islam is an Abrahamic religion, correct? Islam is an Abrahamic religion. And even now they have like agreement, peace agreement, the Abrahamic peace agreement. But the fact is, Islam have nothing to do with Abraham. For a very simple reason, the God of Abraham is a spirit. The God of Muhammad, he is not a spirit, and he has no spirit. So how we can have the same God, yet we don't have the same nature of God? And now we are not talking about hands and foot, we are talking about spirit, So many naive people who do not know what Islam is, they think the God of Islam is a spirit, and he is not like the Christian God. He came to us as a man, and some of them, they will say to you, hey, that doesn't make sense. But as you see, the God of Islam, he is what? If he is not a man, what he is an octopus. He have a foot. Maybe he's a kangaroo. He have hands, and both hands in the right side. He have a head, he have shoulders, he have fingers, he have shin, he have a leg. And even Muhammad, he made it clear that his God, aka Allah, there is only one difference between him sorry, I had to cough. Between him, I don't know, when I go live, there is some coffee stuck in my throat. I mean, I was fine all day. The prophet said that he is afraid that I told you too much about the Antichrist, and I'm afraid that you don't understand. The Antichrist is a short. So he described the Antichrist, and he is afraid that the Muslim, they will think Allah is the Antichrist. And you will notice that the only difference between Allah and the Antichrist is just the eye. So he said to them, after he described the Antichrist, he said to them, if you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. Now think about it. If Allah is not a man anyway, the Antichrist is a man. And as you see, he's short, describing a man. So, why I need all this drama if Allah is not a man anyway? I mean, why the Muslim will be confused? You know what I'm saying? Why Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim will be confused about Allah and this man? If he is a man, then there is no way he's Allah, unless Allah is a man. Is that correct? So here you see the contradiction of this cult. From one hand, the Muslims, they say to us, Allah is not a man. On the other hand, their prophet, in his words, in his own statement, he is so worried that they will be confused about a guy. He is the Antichrist, a person, by the way. You see here in translation, they say Antichrist. Muslims don't have Antichrist. Muslims, they believe in the Al-Masih al-Dajjal. Al-Masih al-Dajjal is the false Messiah. Masih al-Dajjal. This is why actually it says here Masih. You know? So he is a person who will come and he will claim to be the Messiah. But by claiming to be the Messiah and he is a man, why the Muslim will think that he is Allah? There is any Muslim can help us? Here you see that Muhammad is a very confused person and he is mentally ill. In one hand, the Muslim, they give us headache that Allah is not a man, and even they go farther, they say Allah cannot be inside his creation, but we know that this is proven from the Quran to be wrong, proven from the Hadith to be wrong, because if Allah does not go inside his creation, who is the one who created the foot of Allah? How Allah he got his foot? This is the creation of somebody else? Focus with me, please. We don't want to talk about the crescent moon. We have a topic, so focus with us. Try to think with us. So Allah he have a shin, Allah have a foot, Allah have hands, Allah have 5 fingers, Allah have a face, Allah have eyes. You ask the Muslims how, they will say Allahu A'lam, Allahu A'lam, which means Allah knows best. But this is very weird. I mean, if Allahu A'lam, how Muhammad he knew that the only difference between Allah and the man at Dajjal is one eye? How Muhammad he got such an information? If there is any Muslim, how this information come to exist? If it's from the Quran, show me. If the angel said to Muhammad, that's mean the angel he saw Allah. If Allah told Muhammad, it should be in the Quran. Correct? So here we ask ourselves, Allah he have hands, he have a shin, he have, as you see, he is a man. I mean, the difference between him and the false Messiah is just one eye. You should know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So by that what he confirmed? He confirmed that Allah have more than one eye. He did not say 2 eyes, by the way. He did not say 2 eyes. He said, you should know that your Lord is not one-eyed. But as long Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim will be confused between him and the Antichrist, which is a man, false Christ, who will come and he will announce himself to be Christ, and he will do miracles. He will do miracles. According to Muhammad, he will chop a person with a sword 2 pieces, and then he put him together. As simple as that. He hit the ground, he turned the dirt into gold. So this person, this false Messiah, is a powerful person. He is simply Satan. But he is coming as a man anyway, so he can confuse many people and make them believe that he is the Messiah. And supposedly many people will follow him. So why Muhammad is will, he's worried that the Muslim will think that he is Allah. And why he is differentiating by the look, you see, if Allah is not a man, we say Allah is not a man, and that's it. Then whoever man come, nobody will believe him. Very simple. But here Muhammad, he confirmed that the only difference between them is only one eye. And that confirmed again that Allah must be a man. And he is short. And this is exactly the description of Allah actually, because the only difference between them is what? Is the eye. The rest is the same. Allah is short and the rest of the description. And as you see, this is Sahih. This is Sahih. This is not a fiction, the Muslim reject, Muslim accept. This is very authentic. Then we need to continue and ask more questions. And for sure, the Muslims, they have no idea what to say. No Muslim dare actually even to speak about this topic. They don't dare. They will be killed actually. Once the Muslim, they have Eid. Eid, the occasion for, I think it was the Adha. Anyway, both of them actually Adha, the Ramadan and the one they call it Adha, because both of them, they end with sacrifice and sacrification. But anyway, so one person, he is a, he is a big cleric. He said that the Quran is created. The Quran is created. Do you know what the caliphate he did with him? They brought him to the mosque, tied up, and then he made a speech. He says, today is Eid, and today our sheep for this Eid is this man. And he took his knife and he cut his head in front of those who they are praying in the mosque, in order to not to make anyone dare again to say what this guy said. This is how evil this cult is. So in order to stop people believing that the Quran is created, we will kill you if you say such a statement. But look what happened by doing that. Now all the Muslims believe that the Quran is not created. Why? Because, from the beginning, anyone who thought about it, kill him. But now we have another problem. As long as the Quran is not created by Allah, that means the Quran exists by itself. That means the Quran is divine. And that means we have two Allah. One, his name is Allah, and the other one, his name is Quran. Do we understand? Now, if we ask the Muslims, the Quran is made of what? They said it is the word of Allah. Actually, they will not even dare to say made of. Will be a problem for them. But what is the Quran? The word of Allah. Okay, is the word of Allah created by Allah? No. So where is the word of Allah coming from? This religion is mentally, it have a mental problem. I have flowers in front of me. Those red, pink flowers? They are small, very beautiful. Let me search the name. I advise you, all of you, to get them. Those they flourish. Sorry, I changed the topic, me myself. But I like those flowers are amazing. Really, that the smell is so good. They call them what? I think they call them mirabilis. Mirabilis. Man, the smell of this thing is really something. They are small, tiny ones. I went out to my yard the other day, and I smell is so good. It's like the Lord is visiting me. And I said, where is this smell coming from? And it was this plant. Let me type the name for you. You better get it. But those plants, they give a smell only when the sun set, or like when the sun is like going, after the sun is gone, almost. Mirabilis. So if you have like a balcony, veranda or something, you can use it. Because I'm talking and I'm smelling this amazing smell. Mirabilis. I don't know what the name is coming from, but because my computer now is a brand new, because I refresh, I install everything, everything is not working. All right, Mirabilis, flower. All right, we found it. This is the flower, in case you want to have it. They are small, tiny, but the smell is amazing. And because, you know, it gives tons of flowers, the smell is really so beautiful. Very, very beautiful. It's like the best perfume ever. Jasmine is nothing compared to it, I assure you, you know. Yeah, so it's called here in Wikipedia, Mirabilis, Jalaba. Mirabilis Jalaba. Some they call it 4 o'clock or something flower, because this is when they start afternoon. They start giving the smell. Are they eatable? People, they want to eat anything. I don't know about being eatable or not. You can check online. I don't know. For me, I'm smelling the smell is amazing. I have actually 3 of them, and the smell is so strong. Unbelievable. It's good to take a break from the stupidity of Muhammad. You know, see something beautiful. No. The reason I was coughing, I drank coffee, and the coffee I'm drinking is not. I don't filter the coffee, you know. So sometimes, like something from the coffee go in my throat and stuck there. Yeah. So anyway, this is a very, very beautiful flower, and good to have it, especially at night, because now they will start giving the smell in the summertime. So if you are sitting in your balcony, you will enjoy really the balcony. And they look beautiful too. What kind of a frequent? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's better than jasmine for sure. Jasmine in the Middle East or in Greece, not the one here in USA. In USA, the jasmine here have no smell, almost zero. It is native to Peru. All right. So we go back to our topic. As you see, the nature of Allah is really confusing, and the more you study, the more you search, the more you learn, the more you notice that this God is a total contradiction of what they claim, of what He say, and what they say. As an example, let us go to the Quran, you know, and see what the Muslim they will say to us about certain words. Okay. If we go in the Quran, we will find this is a chapter the Muslim they keep reciting for you. The one they want to prove to you that Allah is one and Allah does not have children. The first thing we learn from Muslims when we speak to them about their God, they will say to us Allah is one, right? You see here it says, say He is Allah, the one. The fact it doesn't say that. In Arabic it says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Ahad is one of, is not one. In Arabic, one is wahid. Wahid. Ahad is not one, is one of. And then there is a word after it. It says as-samad. And the Muslim translation is really amazing how the Muslim try to fix this. So look, verse number 2, this is translation of whom? Itani. It does go to different, it says absolute. It does go to Hilali and Khan. Look at this. Suddenly, As-Samad is all of those. As-Samad is self-sufficient, master of whom all create, needs, neither eats nor drink. This is what As-Samad mean. You change the translator. It does go to Khattab. The sustainer needed by all. Everyone is coming to us with different scenario. Totally different. We go to a different person. Maududi, who is in need of none and whom all are in need. This is what some of mean. If we go and try to find, if we go to Islamic dictionary, let us try to go to some Arabic dictionary. Or you know what? We can go and see the Muslim interpretation for the verse. That even will be more funny. And you will see that the Muslim interpretation, every Muslim, he explained this verse, every sheikh or scholar, and then at the end he says Allah knows best, which mean they don't really know what Allah as-Samad mean, because this is not an Arabic word. Just to show you, I just opened a Muslim website and let us laugh together. As-Samad, it says here, let me use Google translation. This is the first page I searched. This is came in my way. Translate to English. As-Samad was interpreted by two meaning, according to the scholars. One of them, that he has no stomach. This is false translation, by the way. It doesn't say he's no stomach. It says he is not empty inside. He is not empty inside. Which means he is solid. Let us go back to the Arabic. Click here. It says here, he have no emptiness inside him. La jawf, which means all of him is full. Full with what? I don't know. And then he says, al-masmad is a word mean the one who have no emptiness inside. There's nothing inside. You know, it's not how to translate. I mean, even the Arabic is really stupid. It says there's no inner. This is what Arabic says. There's no inner inside. So how you say inside? So what? Allah is just a skin. So there's nothing empty inside, and He is not not the same as the kind of the creatures who have inside. Okay, what does that mean? And then they say, like the ones they eat and drink, and this is mean the word here they mean it's about maybe stomach. You don't have emptiness inside, the space empty inside. And then they say he is a masmad, and then they say and some give interpretation for a samad with other meaning, that he is the one who all creator or creatures, they come to ask him and beg him to give her or to give them their needs. And then he continues saying here, and he is the one who have no inner inside, or no emptiness inside, or no stomach. So here we have two meaning right away. Let us go Google translation again. So here they are using the word stomach. It can be about stomach, but it says they have no inner, like he is nothing empty inside them, which is really weird. I mean, what nothing empty? How that can be description of God, you know? If God don't eat, this God, he don't eat, and he have no inner. So what he is? No problem, he don't eat. But he is a body. The second you say he don't have emptiness inside, that's mean he is a body, which is a full body. But as long as it's a body, then this body need energy, and this body need supplement. So how it is a body, and how this body do not need anything? You see, the body itself is supplement. The body itself is a supplement. When Jesus came to this earth, he ate, he drank, he lived in this earth. And he have a flesh like every human being. When they put nails on them, he bleed. When they crucify him, he died. The flesh died. So Allah have a body, have a hands, and now he is not empty from inside. And the Muslim trying to make it look nicer, they say he don't drink, he don't eat. But how that can make him God? How this body, who is a body, and why have a body anyway? You see, if you don't have needs, why have bodies? You know what I mean? If you don't have needs. See, you know, when Jesus, he came to this earth, he come, you know, born between the Jews in order to deliver the message to the Jews as a man, as one of them. So the body is needed to be with them, between them, because they are waiting for the Messiah, and that's what they told. And the Messiah will be a man. And the Messiah, he came as he promised. He came as a man. Now Allah have a body. Muhammad here, he added in the Quran that he never have a child or a son, and neither he was born. So he never gave birth, he never was born. But yet he have a body. How that work? Where the body is coming from? And what is the needs of the body? If Allah do not need anything, if Allah is the creator, the sustainer, whatever they call him names, why he needed a body? Why he have a body? You see, when the hadith here says Allah he have a foot, why he need a foot? And as you see, he put his foot in places. It's a normal foot. So this is the hell. Keep asking Allah to send more people. The hell of Allah is hungry. And then Allah, when he is done, he don't have more people to send to hell, he will put his foot over it. And then the fire will make a noise, or will speak, and will say, qat, qat, which is, this is sufficient, stop, stop. So when Allah, he even want to communicate with the hellfire, he use his foot, not his words. It's a physical foot. It's a real foot. If you remember, there's a hadith we showed you before. about Allah will come and he changed his shape. Let us find the hadith. Here we have tons of reference in front of us about that Allah, the Muslims ask Muhammad, are we going to see Allah in the day of judgment? Are we going to see Allah on the day of judgment? He said, yeah, sure, you will see him, the same as you see the sun and the moon, no difficulty. So, and they are talking about a physical God, seeing a physical God. So Allah apostle, they said to him, shall we see our Lord in the day of judgment, the resurrection? The prophet, yes. Do you have difficulty seeing the sun in at the midday, when it's bright and when there's no cloud? They replied, no. They said, well, this is how you will see him. And the same, the moon. Do you have a difficulty to see the full moon at the night when there's no cloud in the sky? They said, no. They said, well, same. You will have no difficulty seeing Allah. And here you will see something really very weird and very, very crazy of Muhammad. Because in the Quran, when Musa supposedly he wanted to see Allah, Allah told him, you cannot see me. And Muhammad here, trying to copy from the Bible. As usual. If we go in the Quran, we will find this verse. Chapter 7, verse number 143. And when Moses came at our appointment, and his Lord spoke to him, he said, O my Lord, reveal yourself to me, that I may look upon you. He replied, never can you see me. However, behold this moment. If it remains from in its place, only then you will be able to see me. And as soon as the Lord unveiled his glory, the mount he crushed into fine dust. So when Allah decided to reveal himself, the mountain, which is Moses next to it, or he's standing on the mountain, Allah standing in the mount, that mount became dust, which means Moses could not see him. He did not even get a hint. The mount will be demolished. So how in the judgment day the Muslim, they will see Allah so clear? Here you need to ask yourself, did Allah change? Did Allah lose his glory? Did Allah lower his voltage? And remember, the Muhammadan, they ask Muhammad, are we going to see Allah in the day of judgment? So they will see him all, not a hand or a finger or etc., are we going to see our Lord? And later we will find out that we'll recognize him from his shin. He have a special shin, which is very more funny. So how Moses was not able to see him, and then how Muhammad promising them to see him. And then if we continue, if we go to different hadith, you will see the story become more complicated and more silly and more stupid. Because not only Muhammad, he claimed that they will see Allah, Muhammad he claimed that they saw him before. Let us see, where is the hadith? Yeah, let us see. I can disable the screen so I don't hurt your eyes. I'm just trying to find where is the hadith. Let's see. You know, the problem with Muslim books, they repeat the same stories, and each time they add some words, some etc., some stupid things. Their books is very unorganized. Let us do this. This will be faster. There we found it. All right. Here we notice if you go in this hadith here, it says here that Allah will come to them in an image other than the one which they knew. Actually, in different hadith it says in the image different from the one they saw first time. And he will say, I am your Lord. So read with me carefully. Allah would come to them in a form other than his own, from recognizable to them. What does that mean? This is this fast translation. Let's see different translation. Hold on. Same story will appear again. Muslim translation, sometimes they try in purpose to, to mislead, as usual. Let's see here. Supposedly we found it and it's solved. Okay. Read with me here and things will be really more stupid and more funny. So Allah will come to them and he will come to them in an image other than the one which they saw first time. You see, actually, we opened this hadith many times, and the Muslim, they changed the text. Look what it says here. The Lord of the universe, glorified and exalted, would come to them in a form recognizable to them and say, what are you looking for? So here it says Allah will come to them in a form which they can recognize. This is what the story here is saying. Let us try. Try this. You always will struggle. Here, look at this one here. It says Allah will come to them in a form. They changed the text. I cannot believe it. I mean, we played videos. We showed this hadith 1,000 times before. They changed it. You know, they changed the translation. So he come to them in a form other than the one they saw first time, other than the one they knew first time. What recognizable? Let us see. Maybe there is different hadith with little words changed. Let me be sure. Because as you know, Muhammad is a liar. He can't repeat the same lie twice. Yeah, I think in this hadith here we will get them busted. No mercy. Let us see this one. Here the problem is bigger, and they cannot fix that in any translation. Here it says that the Lord will come and Allah will come to them where is the where's the story? Is even the story in this hadith here? Yeah, look here. Let us see how they will translate this one. Yeah, you see, the same, they changed this translation. The Lord of the universe, the glorious, the exalted, would come to them in a form recognizable to them and say, what are you looking for? But here it says totally different. Unbelievable. Look what in Arabic is saying. Allah will come to them. Let us go to the exact text. أتاهم رب العالمين سبحانه وتعالى في أدنى صورة من التي رأوه فيها Allah will come to them, He came to them in an image lower than the image they saw Him with it. في أدنى. The Muslim here translating this, like adna, it can be like a close or it can be lower. So here they translate it as that Allah will come to them in a close image to the one they saw. But we just saw the Quran saying that Moses could not see Allah and nobody can see Allah. Let us see different hadith. Yeah, I can't. I hope they did not take that one off. Let us see here. We will try one more. You might be bored, but here we are sharing education, not entertainment. Read with me here. It says, Allah will come to them. Allah would come to them in a form other than His form. And again they are adding the text recognizable, but this is false. It says other than His form which they knew. And there's a huge difference between recognizing and they knew. Different report, it says. The image they saw it first time. Let us see if we can find it here. Huh. The Lord of the universe, the glorified, the glorified, would come to them in a form recognizable to them. You see, they keep lying in translation. Unbelievable. I cannot find one translation is being honest. In Arabic, it says that Allah, He come to them in an image other than the one which they knew. And we made 1,000 video about this hadith. And now they change it. This is a Muslim website. It says the explanation for the hadith where it says that Allah, He will come to them in an image other than His image. And this is the image, this is the hadith. Let me use Google translation. I hope you can explain to us this hadith. Allah, the blessed, the exalted, He would come to them in a form other than the one they know. There's a huge difference between recognizable or to be recognized. They knew. The other hadith is He will come to them in a form other than the one they saw. There's other hadith. It says He will come to them in other form they saw first time. Or image. So today we are struggling to find one honest translation for this hadith because there's a huge difference. And then you will find that Allah, even He is going to show His shin. And He will say, what are you looking for? Every people follow that which they worship. They would say, our Lord, we kept ourselves separated from the people of the world, through we felt the great and need of them. We, however, not associate ourselves with them. He would say, I am your Lord. He would say, we take refuge from Allah and thee. Do not associate anything with Allah. They would repeat that twice, till some of them would be about to return. Here, if you read in Arabic, you will see Allah, He changed His image. I don't see that in the English translation. If you read here in Arabic, وقد تحول في صورته التي رأوه فيها أول مرة. He changed his look from the way he been seen by them first time. But I cannot find that in the English. Where is the English? Somebody see it? I don't see it. Or what they are saying from being recognized to them and say, what are you looking for? But here what the story is, Allah, He changed His look, and they will say to Him, we don't recognize you, you are not Allah. And they will turn their face from them and they will leave. Many of them, they will leave. Here it says, so when Allah, He come to them, Allah, He will change His, which means Allah, He will change His look twice. Here it says, Allah, He come to them close to the image which they saw they saw Him with it. رَأُوهُ فِيهَا. But when the Muslim, they saw Allah. If you see here in the translation, it doesn't say any of that. I don't see anywhere it says He come to them in the image which they saw first time. Where is that? Look, it says He come to them in a form recognizable to them. But this is a huge difference between what it says there and we know. It says He come to them, just to show you how those people lie. I will take Google translation. All the struggle, by the way, is just to find a little bit of decency in the Muslim translation. I will take Google translation and I will copy in front of your eyes and I will paste. Here we go. This is the line. I will copy. This is Google in front of your eyes. Paste. And He was transformed in the form in which they saw Him first time. There's a huge difference between what they are saying in English and what it says in Arabic. And the poor me is trying just to find a little decency in any translation. And you know why they changed the translation, because that will prove that Muhammad is a fraud. How Moses himself could not see Him. And now how Muhammad, he claimed that the Muslims, they saw Him. But Muhammad himself did not see Him. And not a single Muslim saw Him. Let me post the link for you, so you will see. You can use your Google yourself. You can use Google translation. By the way, is going to translate in the Arabic, the same page in Arabic and English, the same page. If you click at Google translation, the column in Arabic is going to turn into English. Compare between the translation. No decency. I could not find one translation, as you see, for the last half hour. We are trying just to find a stupid translation which have little decency. And the reason they change it, because simply this is a proof that Muhammad again is a fraud. How nobody can see this God? How nobody ever saw His God? How the Quran says that when Allah revealed some of His glory, the mountain destroyed, and then we will see here that the Muslims, all the Muslims, they saw Him first time. When? And we have other hadith. The one speak about Allah will show his shin. When Allah he show his shin, and Allah will come to them in the image other than the one they saw, which is close to this one here. This one is, this is Sahih Muslim 183, right? Yeah. Now if we go to the other hadith, you will see again how the stupidity is amazing. I mean, this is the most stupid religion ever. Let us see. In this hadith here, it says, and here you see how they expose themselves, because the story repeats many places. Allah will come to them in a shape other than the one which they knew. And he will say, they will say to him, we seek refuge from thee. After he say, I am your Lord, they will say, we seek refuge from you, Allah. But this hadith here, speaking about Allah will come to them in the image which they knew, not they saw. He did not say they saw. They say it's new, which Muslim can say, well, because the Prophet described how Allah, etc. They can go out with it. But what we are trying to show you, the hadith in Arabic, the one in Muslim, it says they saw him first time. Here, Allah will come to them in a shape which they recognize, and this is what the English, right, says. Arabic it says, Allahu yatihum fi surah allati ya'rifun, which will end the same at the end. Allah will come to them in the image which they knew. In order to know an image, that means you saw it too. But in the other hadith here, the one in Sahih Muslim, it makes it so clear that they saw the image of Allah, because it says the word they saw. Then in translation, they try to cover it up and they say they recognize. There's a huge difference between recognize and they saw. And what make it more funny here, it says that Allah he transformed his image, which they saw him with it first time. So Allah will come to them first time in image they will not recognize, and then Allah he transform his image to an image which they saw first time. And this is what it says in Arabic, and this is what we show you in translation. And that will make Muhammad really very stupid man. Again, how Allah never been seen, how nobody can see Allah, how Allah he have a shape, how Allah he don't they keep saying to us, God don't change? God don't change. And why in the translation here they don't say that Allah he transform himself? Look what it says. He come to them in a form recognizable to them, but it doesn't say that in Arabic. It says he transformed. Let me try to find the same story. Maybe we can find it in different translation and get them busted better. Because you know what the Muslims they do? They have only one in this website here. What Muslims they do, when they have a big project, they have many translators, not one. So a translator can be more decent than the other one. A person, maybe he is not smart to hide. The other person, he's smart and evil to hide. So it's the same one here. Let me see if I can find. I will try to find it in Arabic. You see? This is Sahih. And this is Sahih. And both of them, it says clearly that Allah, He transformed His look. You see it now in English, in red. Even the Muslims themselves, they make it in red for you. And look here. And his image, he transformed his image, which they saw first time. And actually, this is very broken Arabic. To the point, me myself, I have difficulty even to make it a sentence. It says, وَقَدْ تَحَوَّلَ فِي صُورَتِهِ التي رأوه فيها أول مرة. In order to make the sentence correct, it says, should be وقد تحول في صورته التي إلى وقد تحول إلى صورته, not في صورته. He transformed in his image. He should be transformed to his image. Transform in his image, which they saw first time. And he's speaking in past tense. So very weird and very stupid, and the translation is a hypocrisy. Let me give you, maybe I can share this website with you. This is a Muslim website. It's called Sunnah.one. Actually, one of you, he told me about it. Let me shorten the link. Because the address has Arabic words. It's not going to go on YouTube, I guess. Okay, let me know if it's work. If you click on it and it can work, let me know. So you see, all of this is just to help us to understand how and what Allah what He is made from. The Muslim, they went even more crazy when they say that Allah, when He decided to make Himself. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody say such a thing when Allah decided to create Himself? He made a horse run. Until he sweat so much. إن الله لما أراد أن يخلق نفسه خلق الخيل فأجراها حتى عرقت خلق نفسه من ذلك العرق. Can you believe it? Allah, let me use Google translation. When Allah, He decided to create Himself, He created horses. He created what? Horses. And then He made the horses run. With translation here. So He created horses when Allah wanted to create Himself. When Allah wanted to create Himself, He created the horses and He made them run until they were like sweating so bad. And then He created Himself from their sweat. Can you believe it? There is a religion, they believe that somebody, he is their God. When he decided to create himself, he decided what? To create himself. How he created himself? He created himself from the sweat of the horses. First, he created the horse, And then he made the horses sweat, and then he created himself from the sweat of the horses. The sweat of the horse, or the sweat of a human being, any sweat, is just a form of urine. You know, it's a piss. It's a way, you know, to get it's like an air conditioning, but it's this is why it smelled, you know, because simply it is not something good. It's not something nice, the sweat. And here you ask yourself, when the Muslim, they come to this conclusion. Let me share the link with you. I will make it short too. URL shorter in Google. Okay, how that will work now. We found okay. No, it doesn't work. How to shorten the link here? You see the problem with those shortened websites, they have too much advertising and fake and stuff. I think this one is better. Let's see this one. All of them they are fraud. Advertising and stupid things. And let me see this one. Let me know if it's work. Does it work? Is it working? Yeah, and for sure the Muslim, they will say to you, we don't accept such a story, etc. But even if they say we don't accept, well, how this story made its place in their books if they don't accept it? You know what I mean? How such a thing make its place to be considered, to be added to books, their books, not our books, if it is not accepted? Do you see the stupidity of if this is way false, if this is way bad, if this is way not true, how these stories made it to be inside their books? They can't explain, because if you cannot have it, you know, if it's not true, if it's false, then you cannot put it in the book. You put it in a book if it is something serious. This is about their God. And then we ask ourselves, who is the stupid who want to believe in such a thing? That God decided to create it himself, so he created a horse. And then he made the horses run. And then he collected the sweat of the horses, and then he created himself. Can't Allah create sweat and right away and create himself from the sweat? I mean, what this is a circle for? Same time, is Allah made of water? Liquid? We were just talking a second ago about Allah being a samad, which means he have nothing inside him, empty, correct? It turned to be now he is made from liquid. So what Allah is made of? After speaking for the last what? We are talking for now for how many? For an hour and 15 minutes. Did we get any conclusion, guys? Did any of you get any conclusion? What Allah is made of? I'm surprised He did not make him created from a donkey. So if Allah created from the sweat of the horse, that is a horsey God. That's mean Allah He have the DNA of horses. Yeah, and nothing like Him, nothing like Allah. Yeah, it turned to be He made from the sweat of horses. So look at this. In one hand, He looked like a man. In the other hand, He don't look like anyone. In the other hand, He have 2 hands. In the other one, He don't look like anyone. In the other hand, He have 5 fingers. In the other hand, He don't look like anyone. In the other hand, He have 2 eyes. In the other hand, He don't His eyes not like anyone. In the other hand, He look the same as the Dajjal, but the Dajjal have 1 eye. He have foot. We have foot. He have 5 fingers. We have 5 fingers. He walk with His feet. He run. Have you ever heard of a God He run? Let us see. Let us read this hadith. And now here the Muslim, they can say, well, this is metaphorical, but doesn't matter really. It's too late for a metaphorical thing. Why is too late? Because simply, we already proven that Allah is a physical being. They did not put the word. Let us see here. And look at the Muslim translation. You see in Arabic it says, وَإِنْ أَتَانِ يَمْشِي أَتَيْتَهُ هَرْوَلَهُ. The Muslim, they says, I rush toward him. It doesn't say that in Arabic. I mean, they don't have no shame. Harwala, I came running to him. Let us go down a little bit. Sahih al-Bukhari. This is different translation. Same hadith. Obviously different translator. If he come to me, I will go to him running. Who is the one who is going to be running? Allah. The Muslim, they might say to you, well, this is metaphorical. For me, I don't mind. But already we knew that Allah have a foot. Allah He walk. Allah have a shin. Allah use His body parts. He created Adam by His 2 hands. So they are literally exist. And they are literally used. And now He is saying, I will go to him running. Do we have any Muslim here? When Muhammad, he said that Allah, He have 2 hands and both of them, they are right hands. He confirmed what is written in the Quran. Chapter 38, verse number 75, chapter 36, verse number 71, both of them confirm that Allah, He used His hands to create anything. Allah is a questioning shaitan or Iblis. What prevented you from prostrating yourself before Adam. This is what he meant. Before the one who I am created with my two hands. And this is again contradiction for what the Quran says, that Allah, Jesus is the same as Adam, the similarity between them. Allah, he said to him, be, and he was. But as you see, Allah, he created Adam by his two hands. If you remember when we asked the Muslim who called me, did Allah say the word be before he used his hands or after he used his hands? Before he used his hands to mix the dirt with water, to make mud, like a dough, to fashion the mud, and then to breathe into the mud, did Allah say the word be before he finished the works of his hands or after? If the Muslim, they say before he finished the work of his hand, before he do the work of his hand, then there's no point. Nothing happened. Obviously, Adam is not there. If they say he said be after he finished the work of his hand and after breathing, which means he gave him a soul, that's mean the word be is useless. Already the guy is created. And this is why we come to a conclusion that Allah really is a fiction God and Muhammad trying to put him together. Muhammad is trying to put him together. Muhammad is struggling. He lived between the Jews. He lived between the Christians. He lived between the Sabian. He lived between the Arab. And now he have a new God and he is trying to match him with the God of the Christians and the God of the Muslims, or the God of the pagans. So the God of the Christian, the God of the Jews is a spirit. Muhammad, he do not know that. So he throw that part away. Allah is not a spirit. The second he did that, he destroyed all his claim. So he is not Abrahamic. The second thing, Muhammad now trying to figure out how his God is, what this God is about. So now he have hands. He used them to do his work. He have feet to walk with it. He have fingers to grab with it. He have eyes to see with it. He have ears to hear with it. As Zakir Naik, he says, Allah ithi, how ithi Allah walam. Allah have hands, how his hand Allah walam. You know? So the Muslims, in order to escape the stupidity of their cult, right away they jump to the word Allah knows best. Which means the Muslim, they are saying to you, we are worshipping a God which none of us knew. Who is he? But all what we can confirm that this God is a shish kebab, mixed up, messed up God. He have no spirit, but yet he have a body. And you know, when we say spirit, how Allah, he breathed into Adam from his spirit, yet he don't have a spirit. I mean, do you see how stupid this man Muhammad is? How you say that Muhammad, God, he has no spirit. But the Quran says we breathe into him from our spirit. The Quran not only says my spirit is my spirit, my soul. Read carefully. When I have completed him, completed shaping him, talking about Adam, and breathe into him of my spirit. I challenge any Muslim to tell me Allah, he breathed into him from my spirit, which is what? And if we go back to the word as-samad, you remember the Muslim, they say as-samad mean the one who have no emptiness inside. Is that correct? This is what they said, right? The one who have no emptiness inside. This is one of the meaning they said, or the major meaning. But here it says he breathed. Are you getting my point? How he have no emptiness inside him, and he is breathing into him. So You know, breathing, there is inhale and exhale, right? Allah, He is blowing from His spirit into Adam. If we ask the Muslims, Allah, He blow from where? Nafakhtu mean He blow with His mouth. You can take it to Google Translation. You don't have to listen to me. You know, if you are a Muslim, you don't trust what this Christian prince is saying to you. You can go right now to Google Translation. Here we go. We'll do it in front of you. I just copy the word as it is from the Quran. Buffed. The Google Translation translated as buffed. Maybe buffed is nicer for you, Muhammadan. So Allah, He buffed into Adam. So how Allah have nothing inside? There's no emptiness inside Him. And then this Allah, He breathed from inside Him, blowing soul inside Adam. And not only that, He called it a soul, my soul, from my spirit. Muslim, do Allah have a spirit? They say no. Ask any Muslim, is Allah a spirit? They say no. So what is this? Any Muhammadan? So do you see why this stupid religion not only doesn't make sense, it's just you know, Islam has an appearance. Like the Muslim, they try, they use like great words to describe their God. He is majestic, He is the most amazing, the most powerful, the most, you can use whatever you want in the language. But the language will not make God. You know, Muslims is like, there is two guys, and they were traveling together. One of them, he do not know how far the distance is. So the guy, he said to him, they have one donkey to ride, and they cannot ride the donkey, both of them in the same time. The donkey will die. So the first guy, he is an evil man. He said to the other guy, who is a naive, he said to him, do you want to ride from here to the mother of the village, or from the mother of the village to Baghdad? The guy, he said to himself, oh, I mean, obviously from here to the mother of the village is way longer. So he got happy. He said, you know what, I will thank you, I will take from here to the mother of the villages. So he rode the donkey. After 15 minutes, he told him, sit down, come down. He said, why? He said, here, this is the mother of the villages. And he said, okay, and how much left for the Baghdad? He says, 10 days. This is what the Muslims do. So they extend their language to make it so huge, but it's so easy to find out. Like, do you want to ride from here to the mother of the villages, or from the mother of the village to Baghdad? So the God of the Christian for the Muslims, he is from the mother of the village to Baghdad. Short word, two words, small, is not important. But their God is from here. But the second you start, measuring the distances and the numbers and the verses, you will find that their God is so tiny, like a mosquito. You will find that their distances and their claims is not even exist. And here we go. Look, I'm sure there's many Muslims here. Who of them can tell us how Allah, he have no spirit, and he is not a spirit, yet the Quran says my spirit? We ask the Muslims, who is the one who sent the Quran to Muhammad? They says Allah. How? They said he sent the Holy Spirit. Okay, Jibreel. They say Jibreel. Nowhere in the Quran says Jibreel is the Holy Spirit, but we will go with that. So did Allah create Adam by Jibreel? Any Muslim? This is a very embarrassment religion. Who is a Muslim can tell us? You see, after we finish our video today, and then the Muslim, they will start making comments. I guarantee you, they will speak about everything except the questions we are asking. Your God is a man. Okay. I challenge you to explain to me the Trinity. All the Muslims, they want to debate about Trinity. But nobody want to talk about the stupidity here. Trinity is very simple. God, he wanted to be 3 and 1 at the same time. If you Muslim, you believe that a God is almighty, then he's almighty. And because of his all might, he can be as he wish. So the hypocrisy of the Muslim is amazing. How God can be 3 and 1 at the same time? Things is impossible for me, but there's nothing impossible for God. This is why he's God. He did not get his title because he is, me and you. So the Muslims, they have hypocrisy. They don't ask themselves. I wish the Muslim, they ask the same question they ask for us, which is not even legitimate. But to try to ask yourself the same question you ask to me, ask yourself about your God. How your God has no spirit? The Quran says he breathed into Adam from my spirit. This spirit here, my spirit, is it Jibreel? If the spirit is blowing into Adam from Jibreel, that means Jibreel is the one who created it. It means Jibreel is the one who gives life. And that means you Muslims are Sabian, because Sabian believe with the Athariyin is an angel, high rank angels, they are creators. Any Muhammadan? And we just said that nothing is impossible with God, but we cannot say the same about Allah. Anyone knows why? Allah, he confirmed that there's a lot of things impossible with him. Not me. You see, the Muslim, they might say to you, oh, he's lying. What the Quran? We have the proof from the Quran. The Quran says how Allah can have a girlfriend when he don't have, how he can have a child, a son, when he don't have a girlfriend. Do you see it? The Quran confirming the word can. You see, can and cannot. How can he have a son? So the God of Islam himself, he is questioning his ability. And he is confirming that he cannot have a son unless he have a woman to sleep with. If Allah is trying to say to us that he don't have a son because simply he don't have a girlfriend, well, he succeed to say that. But in the same time, he succeed to tell us that he is not the Almighty God, because who is the stupid he taught you that the Christian, they have a God who have a wife. So Allah here trying to refute the Christians. But the Christians don't believe that God have a girlfriend. Her name is Mary. They get married and they have a baby. His name is Jesus. And to make it more stupid, the Quran itself confirmed that Mary, she had no man. So how Mary, she had no man, yet she have a son, yet the God who supposedly gave Mary such a magical miracle, he himself cannot have a son. So it's clear that he have nothing to do with Mary. Allah have nothing to do with the birth of Jesus, because Allah himself, he just proved in chapter 6 verse 101 that he himself cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. Well, that's mean he is the same as me and you and everybody. I cannot have a son. without having a girlfriend or a wife. However, in the heaven of Allah, the Muslims are more powerful than Allah. There's a hadith Muhammad he mentioned that if a Muslim he wish to have a child, he will carry it and he will deliver it in less than 20 minutes. Let us see if we can find it. If a believer, read with me, read and laugh. A believer, a Abdul, not a female. In Arabic it says, you see in English, believer can be a female, right? Can be a male. In Arabic, doesn't say that we have different, language is different. So it says a believer, al-mu'min, for a male, mu'mina for a female. المؤمن إذا اشتهى الولد في الجنة كان حمله ووضعه وسنه في ساعة كما يشتهي. So if a believer he desire a child in paradise, he will be pregnant, he will carry it, he will deliver it in less than 20 minutes, not an hour. Sa'a at the time of Muhammad is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Today, in the language today, is used for hour. In the time of Muhammad, there is nothing called hour. So, imagine a Muslim believer, he will deliver a child in the heaven of Allah, just because he wished. But Allah himself cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. Isn't this is funny? Now we go to the word Tawheed, as long as somebody mentioned it in the chat. I challenge any Muslim to go and open any dictionary and look at the word Tawheed. Actually, I will do something in front of you. I will type a sentence. Every Muslim, he knew it. This is the word Tawheed, right? Do you see what it says? Unite. Do you see it? I just type the word Tawheed. I will make a sentence out of it. Look what happened now. Unification of Arab countries. This Tawheed. So the Muslim, they struggle to fight you, to show you that they believe in Tawheed. But if you believe in Tawheed, that means Allah is not one by number. That means you have to unify God. You believe in unification God. Everybody knows that what Tawheed mean. It's in the front of you. I challenge any Muslim to open any dictionary, use Google Translation, do whatever you want. I mean, do you see how crazy this cult is? So they keep saying to us, we believe in Tawheed, we believe in Tawheed, we believe in Tawheed. You see, if the Christian they say we believe in Tawheed, even that is not good for the Christians, because unification, it's mean this God is His many gods. You know what I mean? Unification is something can happen between parts. They are totally separated. They are totally divided. You cannot unite something is already united, correct? So when I speak about unification, I am trying to unite what exactly? Mr. Palestine, he said, Tawheed mean unity. I mean, this is the biggest fat lie ever. I would like to see from you, Mr. Palestine, and for sure you don't speak Arabic. Guys, Tawheed mean unity. But I will go with you just to show you that, the Muslim now, they are getting smarter. So this guy, he thought about it, how we can fix it. He decided to think. And when a Muslim, he think, things go wrong. So look what happened. I will go to what he said. Where is his? This one? You see, since I changed everything in my computer, so now when I take a screenshot, they don't appear normally. Let me see where it is. Just to show you how intelligent those people are when they try to defend. Oh man, I cannot even find where the screenshot is gone. Where it goes. I will clean my screen so I can find it easy. Since we changed everything. Here we go, we found it finally. So look what our smart friend here, after he squeezed himself, he decided to be smarter. Look what he said. Tawheed mean unity. I will go with you. Unity mean united. I mean, are you supposedly fixing it now? Unity. Unity is coming from united. That's mean Allah was divided. And then he says, and unity in mathematics is one. That is false. In which language is that? So supposedly now he tried to fix it. Unity. Tawheed mean unity. What unity mean? Do you even have a brain? This religion is suffering from stupidity. Unity. The state of being united or joined as whole. Do you see it? And if you say in mathematics, that is even more stupid. And as long as it's unity, why you don't use the word unity in Arabic? Wahda. Why you use tawheed? You don't use even unity, you use tawheed. So, very, very, very stupid religion. And in mathematics, if Allah is one as mathematics, that means He is one of many. Because number one is one of billions of numbers. See, number zero does not exist. Number zero does not exist. It's just a number we added, but in reality, it's not exist. So when you say in mathematics Allah is one, that means he is countable and he can be counted. And that means he is one of many. But the word you Muslim you use is tawheed, not even unity. Try something else. And you know, if the Muslim they say that Allah is, you know, He's one, so He was one as number, you know, one as number. So He was many, and then He become one, or He was 9 minus 8. Like there was 9 Allah, 8 Allah killed, 1 Allah left. So you know, you see, this is a very silly religion, and the word Tawheed mean only unification. I challenge any Muslim actually to bring me one sentence of Tawheed is not speaking about unification. If we search the whole Quran, we don't even find the word Tawheed. Do you know that? Do you know? If we look in the whole Quran, we cannot find the word Tawheed. This is a hadith. Read and love. And this is the Muslim translation. Relating to the unity of Allah. Unity of Allah. This is the Muslim translation. In fact, it doesn't say unity, it says unification of Allah. Tawheed. Different translation. Where is the... Here they did not translate it. They put it as it is, Tawheed. Here they translate the word Tawheed as monotheism. You see, I mean, do you see the false translation? What monotheism has to do with Tawheed? Let us see here. And here they don't translate too. They don't translate. They just step over it. Walk in it. Just to avoid the stupidity. Tons of questions and no Muslim can answer. You see, if Allah is, you know, the Muslim, they say they believe in the monotheism, and then the Quran says, if we would like to take a partner, we will take it from us. How Allah is one, and then this one will take a partner from us. Us is our kind. And the Muslims, they try their best, by the way, to change the meaning of this verse, because it's a very embarrassing verse, showing a lot of stupidity of the one who made the Quran. Had we intended to take a pastime, i.e. a wife or a son, etc., we could surely have taken it from us if we were going to do that. Okay, Allah is one. Allah is talking about taking a partner from us. How He is no one like Him. How He is a monotheist God, a unique God, then He will take a partner from us. You see, it turned to be that not only the mushrikeen are mushrikeen, Allah Himself He take partner, because what is being mushrik is taking partner with Allah. But Allah Himself want to take a partner, and what is the partner? A wife. So now how the Muslim will fix this one? Do you remember last time Ultimate Fart he called me? Who remember? I hang up on him because I didn't have patience for kids, but maybe I should, so we can record him explaining this one. Did he say that the angels they create? Do you remember? Do you remember he said the angels in Islam they create and they are creators? Remember? The Muslim, they try to find a solution for this one. So in some translation or some interpretation, they say that if Allah would like to take a wife or a partner, He will take it from the angels. But that's mean Allah is an angel too. Because what we are talking about here is taking a wife, and wife she will be from the kind, my kind. You see, a dog a horse can have sex with a donkey. Correct? And they can have a baby. But a horse cannot have sex with a dog. The purpose of the relationship here is to take a wife so they can have a son. If Allah is not a man, how in the world He is saying, if we would like to take a woman for fun, to have sex, surely we would have taken it from us. If Allah is monotheist, somebody say metaphor. How metaphor? How you would take partner from yourself? Us is a metaphor. Metaphor for what? I will take partner from us. Help me. Metaphor. Metaphor for what? The Bible did not mention the word Trinity. Well, thank you very much. The Quran mentioned it. That's mean your Quran is stupid. You see, when the Bible did not mention the word Trinity, we do not. The Trinity is just a word to summarize what we believe in. That's all. And Trinity, which we believe in, proven even in the Quran to be true. Isn't the Quran says that Jesus is the Word of God sent down from heaven? Isn't the Quran says He is a spirit from God proceeding from Him? Isn't the Quran says the Word became a man? Well, this is exactly what John chapter 1 verse number 1 and verse 14 says. The Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became a flesh. So Jesus in the Quran, He is a spirit, He is a word, He is a flesh, 3 in 1. This is your own Trinity. So the Muslims, by the way, they have their own way to refute you, but their own Quran refute them. The same verse is speaking against the Trinity. Is the same verse confirming the Trinity. Very stupid book. And just to show you that the Muslims, they have a stupid book written by a stupid author. Look what it is. Those who say that Allah is one of three. Allah is one of three. Certainly they disbelieve. Let us go to the different verse so we can laugh more. If we ask the Muslim now, Who can count for me the Trinity? Who is the Trinity for the Christians? If you do not know, I can tell you. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So look what happened. We have a smart man, his name is Muhammad. He decided to come with his own refutation to the Christians, and he got them busted with no mercy. Muhammad, he claimed that the Christian, they believe that the Messiah is Allah. Chapter 5, verse number 17. Indeed, those who say the Christ, the Son of Mary, he is indeed God. This false translation. Change the translator. It doesn't say he is indeed God. It says he is Allah. He is Allah. See, the Muslims always translation, they try to deceive you because the Quran is stupid. Surely in disbelief, those who say that Allah is the Messiah, that is a good translation. So Muslims, if the Christian, they believe that the Messiah is Allah, who is the second person in the Trinity and who is the third person? I'm waiting. Any Muslim can tell us? Muslims, I'm waiting. If the Christians believe that the Messiah is Allah, who is the second person in the Trinity and who is the third person? I will give you 10 years. Just to show you how stupid this cult is. This guy, he says things, he don't know what he's saying. You just screwed it. The Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah. First, we don't believe in Allah. Secondly, if this is true, then who is the second person and who is the third person? I'm waiting for the answer, Abdul. I'm just getting some water. Okay. Any Abdul? I mean, this is a book of God. Think and give me the answer. Why Muslims? What happened? Well, look at them. How many of them they are refuting me supposedly, and they have answers. Where is the guy with Palestine, and where is the other guy with his name Potato? What happened? If the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, who is the second person and who is the third person? Stop playing games. We don't have such a thing. It's called sect when it's come to the Trinity. All the Christians, they believe in the Trinity. If you don't believe in Trinity, you are no Christian. So stop being stupid. Which sect is that? Which sect? Which sect? Doesn't matter. The Christians, all of them, they believe. The Quran confirmed that. The Quran says to the Christians, stop saying Trinity, you stupid. So the Quran confirmed that all the Christians believe in the Trinity. The Quran get you busted. So now, in which sect? Give me the answer. If the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah, who is the second person and who is the third person in the Trinity? Search Google. Not all Christians believe in Trinity. That's mean your God Allah is stupid, because the Quran says that the Christian, they say Trinity. He didn't say some. And don't tell me who is the Christian. For us, anyone who don't believe in the Trinity is no Christian. Very simple. He can call himself something else. And are you going against the Quran? Isn't it the Quran says the Christian, they say Trinity? Do you see the stupidity? This is the Quran, chapter 5. Look how stupid this garbage religion is. Surely this belief, they say the Christ, the Son of Mary, is Allah, not God. Again, the translation here is a fraud. The same chapter, the same chapter. This is a garbage religion. So he is Allah. Who is the second person? Who is the third person? Even if it says, I will go with you, it says for whoever believe that the Trinity and believe that the Messiah is Allah. Who is the second person? Who is the third person? I mean, you Muslim, you try to escape it. Everybody knows that the Christian believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Stop being stupid. Stop playing dumb. Shame on you. Who is the Christian who don't believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? Have you ever heard of somebody? He is a Christian, he don't believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? Nobody. I mean, the whole Bible says, Jesus says, my Father, my Father, my Father, my Father. So how in the world anyone will say that we don't believe? So, the embarrassment is that Muhammad, he claimed that Mary, she is the wife of the God of the Christians. And she have a baby, his name is Jesus. Do you see how stupid this Muhammad is? Is it true that the Quran speak about Mary as part of the Trinity? And now the problem is getting bigger. If the Messiah is Allah and Mary is the second person, who is the third person? Any Muhammadan? Do you see it? Any Muslim can tell us how Mary, she became part of the Trinity. And if Mary is number 2, the Messiah is number 1. Mary is number 2. Who is number 3? Remember, you cannot say Allah because already the Messiah is Allah. So who is number 3? Which religion and where we can find it? That religion who have the Messiah and Mary, and who is number 3? Give me a name. Muslims, help me. Any Abdul? The Messiah, Isa, the son of Maryam, he was no more than a messenger. Okay. And his mother used to eat food. Him and his mother used to eat food. So Allah want to prove to us that Jesus, he is not God. Why? Because he eats food. And this is additional credit we give to Allah of being stupid, because if Allah is almighty and he can do everything, are you saying to me Allah cannot eat? What will happen to Allah if he eat? If you are saying he eat because he is in need, well, Jesus, he fasted for 40 days, yet he have the flesh of a human being. If you are saying to me that he cannot, a human being, he need, that means Jesus, he should be dead, because every human need to die. You cannot live forever. But Jesus, until now, he is more than 2,000 years old, according to Muslims. So when the Muslim want, they speak of logic about needs. When they want, there is no logic. Jesus is the one who resurrects people from death. Jesus controls the storm. Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses. Jesus can make the blind see. Jesus can tell you what you hide. Jesus can tell you can heal the leper. I mean, what he can walk in the water. He can create from the mother bird. I mean, and then they want to speak about what Jesus can do, what cannot do. Can the one who make a blind see stay without food? Any Muslim? Anyone? Anything we just said since the last, we are here for how long now? 2 hours? 2 hours. Zero answer. Allah have hands, they don't know why. Allah have foot, they don't know why. Allah, he breathed from inside him. How he breathed if you have no inner, if you have no empty inside? Allah, he breathed what? Allah, he said it from my spirit. I breathe into him from my spirit. What is the spirit of Allah? Allah breathed from where? Where the breath is coming from? From inside Allah or from outside of Allah? Why he call it my spirit? Allah is Tawheed, but Tawheed means unification. Allah have hands. Allah created from the sweat of horses. All of this is your God, and all of this is in your books. Everything we are saying is from your books. And then this God, he decided he want to get the Christian busted. So he said to them, Jesus and his mother, they eat food. What does this have to do with being God or not? When Allah, he is a man, as Muhammad he described, and he is short, and he is fat, and he is deep-seated, but he have one eye. He don't have one eye, he have two. Well, can this man eat? Can Allah eat? If Allah cannot eat, that means there's something he cannot do. Is that correct, people? If Allah cannot eat, that means there is something Allah cannot do. And that means he is not almighty. When Allah, he says, how Allah can have a son when you don't have a girlfriend? That means Allah, he cannot. He is the one who is saying, how can he? Not me. It's not me who said, how can he? How can he have a son? If Allah himself is a question his ability, how come we cannot question it? Allah himself, Aka Muhammad, he made it so clear that he himself cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. I mean, do we need more proof than this? From the mouth of the one who they claim that he is the creator. And not to forget, the Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators. And that is another problem for this stupid religion. How he is, they believe in monotheism. You ask them what monotheism means, they say there is one creator. This is the first answer I will give you. If there is only one creator, how Allah is the best of the creators? Have you ever heard of a stupid religion more than this? Allah, he decided to, he's so proud, you know, Allah want to make a speech now. I am the best of the creator. I am the best boxer. I am the best in singing. I am the best in dancing. But that's mean you are one of many. How he is the best of the creators? Is that a mistake? A smart Muslim, he called me, he says the human, they created a bicycle. I find this is very funny, very stupid answer. Is that, are you saying to me that Allah is the best to create bicycle? You're talking about creators, you idiot. Not YouTube creators. So this God is messed up. They believe in unification, tawheed. They believe that God is one, but he have body parts. They believe that this God, he changed his shape and changed his image, and he come to them in a shape other than the one they knew. This God is a changeable God. This God have many shapes. This God, he have many look. This God, he have a physique. This God, he have a body. In the top of that, they have many divine. The Quran is a divine. Allah is a divine. The Quran isn't created. You ask any Muslim, is the Quran created? They will say no. So where is the Quran coming from? From Allah. Okay, but you just said it's not created. Did Allah create the Quran? No. Well, that mean the Quran exists without Allah. That means his existence, the Quran existence, have nothing to do with the Quran existence. So even the word of Allah is not created by Allah. So who is the best of the creators? Do you see how messed up this religion is? You see, if the Christians, they say the word of God is not created, that will make sense to them. Why? Because the Christian believe that the word of God is God. The word of God is God. But when the Muslim, they say the word of God is not God, yet the word of God is not created, you solve this problem. And not only that, later we find that the Quran will come in the judgment day as a like a dead man. Is the Quran a physical human being? Any Muslim can answer? How the Quran is a man? I mean, have you ever heard of this religion is messed up? The Quran itself will come as a pale man, like as somebody he just came from the grave, which is fit with the beauty of the Quran. Zombie. The Quran will come on the day of resurrection like a pale man and will say, I am the one that kept you awake. How the Quran, the word of God, become a man? Anyone can explain? Remember, they say that the Quran is not created. Is the man created? Is the man created? The Quran is not created, but the Quran itself will come as a man. They don't know what Allah is made of. They do not know who is Allah. They do not know where is Allah. They never saw Allah. All what they know, there's a God was exists before them, the God of the Arab. His name is Allah. And not to forget to mention, this God, he did not know even how he created the earth and the heaven. One verse he says the mountain first. The other verse he says that the stars first. Allah, this Allah, he is the God of the universe, but he think that the baby is made from dead blood. Imagine, we have a new science now. And the Muslim, they have thousands of videos about science in the Quran, including this one. They fabricate, they say, the Quran says, not for like a clot. No, it doesn't say like a clot, you liar. It says into a clot. And the clot is a dead blood, as you say. Have you ever heard of somebody having his sperm? Let us say, excuse my language, somebody he having sex. Or he is masturbating. He dropped some sperm somewhere. He left it in the floor, in the sheet, and he left the house. He is dirty. He came back the second day, he found the congealed blood. He did not clean the congealed blood. He came at few days after. It became a lump, little lump, mashallah. He left it there. He said, I don't know what is that. I'm not going to touch it. He came a week after. It became a little lump of a flesh. And then little flesh became a bones. He come 2 weeks. He said, mashallah, my sperm become bones. I'm so happy I don't have dogs. Otherwise, the dog, he will eat the bones, which is my sperm. This is how the baby is made. This is exactly how the baby is made, isn't it? And then Muhammad, because he's a doctor, sorry, we have to say Dr. Muhammad now. We can't say just Muhammad. He described how long the sperm will stay in the woman's womb. In the belly, sorry. How many days? How many days? Let us see. Okay, here we go. We will find it. Let us search. All of this, brother, proving to us that Muhammad is a prophet of God. Read with me the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad, sorry, I apologize, Muslims. I don't mean to lower the academic degree of Prophet Muhammad. PhD, PU, whole, PUBS, camel P. I mean all the P in the word. Read with me. It says here, brother, when the drop of semen remain in the womb for 40 days. And look, Prophet Muhammad, he is not sure because he is now doing a study. 45 nights. Like, you know, sir, doctor, who are you? I am a Christian Prince and I'm a new student studying biology. A Christian Prince, you are new, so you shut up, okay? I have, you know, you are stupid. I can tell. Why you are putting your hand? I told you are new. Don't ask questions. But how, you know, it says here, I told you shut up. First of all, this is for not negotiation. This is the Prophet Muhammad says that. And in the medical school in the Middle East, you have to say and agree with the Prophet Muhammad. Sir, I search in Google. It says only 5 days. Stupid Google. You are going by Google against what Allah Prophet said. Are you stupid or what? Takbir, kill him. And now we learned medicine in Arabic school, in Muslim school. So the drop of semen, according to Dr. Muhammad, remain in the womb for 45 nights. Hey Muhammad, are you sure not 46? 45 nights in the womb. I mean, you went all the way to the womb. If. And then the angel will come. The angel will come inside the vagina and will talk there. Okay, what he will do? He will communicate with Allah. He have like a walkie-talkie. Allah, is he good or evil? And both these things will be written destiny. This is destiny. But do you see, guys, the knowledge of the Prophet of Allah? Who can beat that? So not only the Muslims, they do not know who's their God, they do not know who is the stupid Muhammad. And to make it more funny, you will see a Muslim, in order to get away from those hadith, because those hadith is embarrassment, proving Muhammad to be a fraud in 2 seconds. They say to you, we don't accept the hadith, but we say here, it says authentic. This is Sahih Muslim. Sahih in Arabic mean authentic. Mean correct. They say we don't agree. This is written 200 years after Muhammad, but the Quran written the same time after, actually. Okay, if this is not correct and this is hadith is a garbage, who is Muhammad? If a person he don't believe in the books of hadith, who is Muhammad? There's nowhere in the Quran says who's Muhammad. Who is his family? Nowhere it says. He's born from whom? Nowhere it says. He died when? Nowhere it says. When he was born? Nowhere it says. So there's nothing about Muhammad. Who is his wife or his nothing. صدق الله وكذب بطن أخيك. Well, I used to do that actually, to be with you, Truth TV. You know, when I was a doctor in the Middle East, because in the Middle East anyone can work a doctor, you know, especially if you know how to cut hair. The same one who cut your hair is your doctor in the Middle East. So a guy, he came to the Prophet, and the Prophet, he told the Prophet, well, my brother is sick. What do you think, Prophet? Should we give him? The Prophet, he told him, give him honey. The guy, he did not, Muhammad, he did not ask him for symptoms or anything. Just he told him, my brother is sick. I mean, do you see how this doctor is amazing? He did not need to study or to ask. He have the answer. So he told him, go and tell him to drink honey. The guy, he came again, second time, and he told him, my brother is getting way more sick. The Prophet said to him, I told you, go and tell him to drink honey. The guy, he said, he drank honey, he's getting more sick. The guy, he come again, and his brother is more sick. The Prophet, he, you know, like again and again and again. Actually, in different story, Abu Bakr or Umar, he wanted to kill this guy. So at the end of the story, to make it simple, when the guy, he keep coming and his brother is dying, Muhammad, he said to him, read with me carefully. Muhammad, he screamed at him and he said, Allah has said the truth, but your brother abandonment has told a lie. Have you ever heard of a doctor like this? But not his brother. It says, so he made him drink honey and he cured. The guy never come back. They are saying he cured. He never come back. It's obviously Muhammad is a fraud. And he's accusing the guy now that his abandonment is lying. So imagine you go to the doctor, you say to him, it's hurt here. So you are lying. It's lying to you. Allah told the truth. So Muhammad, he claimed that even his medicine is from Allah. And when he speak about sickness, he knew. Allah told him. It's not him saying that. You see, Allah has told the truth. And the funny, Muhammad himself, he died and he was always sick. You remember when the goat ate the Quran? You remember? It says here, look at this. Look at the title. Chapter of a breastfeeding for adults. I really like this religion, honestly. I mean, this is fun. You know? I mean, think about it. And you know, I like, what his name, Didat. He says, Didat, it says that the Prophet, Laja, you know, Zechariah, he went in the desert naked, in the bikini, G-string. You coward liar. Where it says there, you see the priest, the Prophet, they have a uniform. So he was naked from his uniform. He's not naked. But then we find that Allah, he made Musa run totally naked just because he want to prove that his penis and his testicles are fine. But here we find that Muhammad, when he died, he left the Quran, and the Quran was like a goat ate it. It doesn't say, actually, it doesn't say if it's a goat, to be honest with you, or not. It says dajin, but usually this is what is going to eat, you know, papers or leather or anything. You know, goat, they eat anything. So when Muhammad, he died, the goat ate verses in the Quran. And I assure you that all the goat verses or eaten by the goat, is the Muslims who aid them, because anything is embarrassing, I believe Aisha and the followers after, they aid them. Because don't the Muslims, they say that we memorize the Quran? So if the goat ate the Quran, did she eat their memory too? Hmm? Uh, something wrong with my keyboard. It's not typing the word. I'm trying to search for a hadith, but there's a letter each time I try to type it, it's not working. What we need to do? I guess I need to switch the keyboard now. Okay, let us see if we type here. Yeah, this keyboard is not the right keyboard. You see, I just added my Arabic keyboard after I install everything, and the letters are messed up. So, but anyway, you remember the hadith, maybe the admin can post it, where it says that the Prophet was so sick, right? And he was dying. So Muhammad is giving medicine to everybody. And even Muhammad, he said that there is the negla seed, if you remember. According to Muhammad, the negla seed is the cure for all, remedy for all diseases. Only if you are dead it cannot fix your problem. Why Muhammad don't use it for everything? This guy always, when he hears something, he's stuck with it. He heard about honey, he's stuck with honey for some time. Then he heard that the negla seed is good. So he start exaggerating, and he become a doctor, Dr. Muhammad. And he is claiming now that negla seed is a remedy for every disease except death. That's mean we do not need medicine, just take negla seed, that's it. Hey Muslims, why you have a pharmacies, and why you buy a lot of drugs from Europe, from America, why you send your sick one to America, to Europe, to Asia, etc. Just get a negla seed. It's just a seed. It costs you a penny. Everybody, every day eat the negla seed. It's proven to be true. And by the way, all those seed, yeah, they are benefit. All those things, they have benefit. But the remedy for everything? So we notice that Muhammad did not know his God. He did not know how his God looked like. He never spoke to his God. He failed to identify his God. He speak about his God as a man, yet the God is not a man. Allah have a foot, but yet Allah is not like us. Allah have hands. Allah have eyes. Allah have ears. Allah have 5 fingers. Allah, he made Adam by his 2 hands. Allah, he breathed, but Allah have no spirit. Allah, he breathed, but Allah have no inside. Allah, he breathed, but Allah doesn't, he don't have emptiness. So Allah breathe from where? So you will notice that everything Muhammad he mentioned is not only a confusion after confusion, it is the confusion itself. And until now, we did not see one Muslim he can answer anything. All what the Muslim they keep repeating for us, they believe in one God. Well, your God is stupid. You, he's 1 or 10, who care? You see, and the number of God, by the way, is just a silly thing. Because if there is no one God, there's 10 God, what you can do about it? You know what I mean? You see, it's not about how many God there is, a God or 2 or 10, or maybe there are millions. If they all exist, they exist. Being 1, being 2, being 7, that will not change anything. The question is this God exist or not? The Hindu, they believe in 35 million God according to Sadhguru. 35 million God. But even that, is not a reason to reject their belief, because if they are exist, they are exist. What you can do about it? Do you understand, guys? The number of God is not reason to believe or not. If somebody believe in 1,000,000 God and they are exist, well, he's right. If I believe in one God and he doesn't exist, and he believe in 1,000,000 God and they are exist, that means he's right, I'm wrong. A lion has 4 legs, but I could say lion hands. No, you cannot say lion hands unless you are stupid like Allah. As an example, in the Quran, do you remember the video of a guy, he asked Ali Dawa? He asked him, the Quran says, some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5. Some they say they are 3 and their dog is number 4. Some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5. Some they say they are 5 and their dog is number 6. Some they say they are 6 and their dog number 7. Some they say they are 7 and their dog is number 8. Some they say they are 8 and their dog is number 9. Say nobody knows their number save Allah. Here you see how Muhammad is the same, doing the same as the Muslim today. We ask them the question, what they say, Allah knows best. But the one is talking here is Allah. I mean, what is the excuse? They are asking him how many they are. So Muhammad, because he's an idiot, he is a liar, he did not know what to say. He was afraid if he said the number, he will get busted. So look what he said. Some, they say, they were 3 and their dog is number 4. Okay? However, brother, other they say they were 4 and their dog is number 5. Some they say, actually here, he jumped, by the way. It says here their dog is number 4, right? Shouldn't he say some they say they are 5? They're 3, they are 4, and their dog is number 5. Anyway, so some they say they are 7, 6, and their dog is number 7. Some they say they're 7 and their dog is number 8. And then, oh Muhammad, tell them, my Lord knows best their number. And look at the stupid, like as the stupid, he had more spice. And my Lord know their number. None knows them. Oh, but if you look, what the heck? It turned to be there is somebody knows, and there are few. So why don't tell us what this drama is about? And this is what Muhammad and they do with me when they call me. There is opinion about this. There is many opinion. Opinion to avoid the answer. I mean, this is silly. We are not talking about a nuclear weapon. We are not talking about mystery. It's about guys and they have a dog with them. Tell them the number. Some they say, you know, only when you hear this drama, you think at the end he will say the number. That's it. He will give us the correct number. It turned to be that none knows except Allah and few. So that means not they're human, they knew. So who need you? And what is the number? So debate not about their number. Look at this. How a Muslim he win a debate? I challenge any Muslim to tell me those Christians they were 3 and their dog is number 4, or their 4 number dog number 5 and they are 5. Which number? A Muslim he will answer me. He says Allah told me not to debate you about their number, because Allah knows their number and few people. And not only this, by the way, the stupid Muhammad, you see in Islam the dog is filthy. Is that correct? How many times Muhammad he ordered to kill the dog? Suddenly the dog became a part of the Quran. This is not kalbahum, this is kali'ahum. Kali'ahum is an angel. The stupid Muhammad, he took the story of the 7 sleepers, which is speaking about those 7, and they have an angel who opened his arm in front of the cave. This is a Christian story. It's a fiction story. And according to Muhammad, the angel became a dog. Have you ever heard of a dog protecting 7 people from an army and a king? I mean, a king is coming after them. So the dog, he'll sit in the front of the cave to guard the head. And what the dog will do to the army? And the dog is opening his arms. The dog is opening his arm. This is an angel. He was opening his arm. The angel was opening his arms. And even the story about those 7 sleepers is involving the Trinity. This is a fiction story written by a Christian bishop from Syria to teach the youth that have patience, you are discriminated today. So those Christians, there's a miracle happening to them, but it's a fiction miracle. It's not a true story. The stupid Muhammad, he took it, he put it in the Quran. They asked him about the 7 sleepers. Very famous story. Muhammad, he took it serious. They slept for 300 years and 9. The Trinity. 333. 300 years and 9. The 33 years of Jesus. And here the story was speaking about their angel, not their dog. He opened his arms. A dog don't protect by opening his arms. It's an angel. So the angel, what it says here in the fiction story, that the angel, he opened his wings to block the cave in case anyone will try to get in to kill those people, because the king is going after them, not a bunch of people. Additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud. And look at this here. The story became so nice. Muhammad is copying the fiction story. So he says, and they slept in the cave, and Allah, he turned them away left and right, so they can be under the sun. But do Allah need to do that? I mean, do you see the stupidity here? Do Allah need to turn me left and right so I will not die? If Allah decide to make me sleep for 309 years, Allah, he spent 309 years flipping me left and right. Why he cannot keep me alive even if I am inside a box? Even if I never saw a light? Even if there's no oxygen? Do we have any Muslim have any comment? What book you are asking for, my friend? Anyway, I think we have enough for today. And as you see, you know, we had the difficulty with the audio. So we will not take calls for now with Skype. And I'm not using that Skype no more. I decided not to use it no more. So if you have my account in Skype, don't text me there. Don't communicate with me there. Those who they are necessity need to communicate with me, like you want to send me a book translation or etc. You can communicate with me in Patreon, but don't communicate with me just to say hello and hi as usual. No, I will not answer. And maybe in the future we will start using those broadcast software so we can take calls. Yeah, because I cannot take any call. You see, I formatted my computer, and I don't know what happened. I mean, there's no way it's the computer because I did format really totally. And you see, if I show you here, this is the software. When I try to find a device, it doesn't even show any device. Nothing. You know, there's nothing in the device. You see, nothing. So for some reason, this stupid thing is not recognizing any device. But thank God it's recognized my microphone. See, this is the program I'm using. You see here? I don't know if you can see. So the microphone is recognized, but the headphone, there is nothing. It's not recognizing anything. Now, if I use like a StreamYard or those things, it worked. I tried it. Use your broadcast system. What is that broadcast system you are using? This has just happened yesterday. I don't know. I have no idea how this happened. No, there is nothing wrong with my computer. May I show you? I think this is the problem from the new update with the OBS. And I made a mistake by restoring everything. I thought it is my computer because I installed a file called NDI, which is virtual microphone. Have you tried streamed? All of them, they are good for streaming, but they are bad for showing the text. Do you see how clear the text is in front of your eyes? Because I'm using different software. The software does not broadcast, but it have a a setup, so you can zoom in, you can show clear text. When I use the StreamYard, you will see the whole page, all the page from the top to the bottom. So the text will be way smaller. This is how it's going to be for you. You will see the whole frame. See? This is exactly what will happen when I use those. You don't have a zoom in. And this is why I don't like them. Is that correct, Truth? Can you zoom in the text? No, you cannot. You can share the screen, but you have to share the whole browser. You cannot zoom in. With this one, look, I am zooming. I can zoom even in a Word. You know? And this is the problem. I don't like them. Otherwise, the other one is easier to code, is easier to put a comment in the screen, is etc. But because the way I do things, StreamYard has a zoom in. Okay, give me one video doing zoom in. I want to see. I don't think so. I just logged in just 2 days ago to StreamYard. They don't have zoom in. You can only just show the whole browser. You choose browser, and that's it. You cannot show the text. And because I don't use a camera, so everything I do is based on the screen. So the screen for me, the StreamYard is good for somebody using a camera. Usually they don't use text too much. I mean, but for me, everything I do is based on the screen. Okay, if you know how to zoom in the screen, you can communicate with me in Patreon and send me a link or something to check it out, a video on YouTube. Or you can Give me a title of a video in the comment section. I will search it. You can zoom in the browser. I will check it out. OBS with a StreamYard. I don't know if you can do that. I mean, what the benefit if you do, if you have a StreamYard, because OBS cannot zoom in too. OBS cannot zoom in. And the software I'm using, StreamYard, could not recognize it. Yeah, I'm using it right now, the OBS. And this is my problem right now. I used to recognize the back music, like the headphone, but now I cannot recognize it. I will check it out. We will see. Anyway, for me, you know, showing the clear text is very important, because, you know, we stay and we speak for hours, and all is based on showing text. We don't have camera. We don't have anything else. And I spent the night yesterday until the morning working on my computer. I formatted my computer. I lost everything. I reinstall. I try to install the software and then give me error. I try to restart again, give me error again. I mean, I spend from the morning until noontime, and the stupid software of Apple kept giving me error. And then I erase, and then I do a first aid, and then I check, and then I fix, and then I, you know, format again. And I'm finally it worked. Very, very bad struggle. But anyway, thank God it's working now, and we have a clean computer. And then you have to download all your software again, all your programs. Still, I have to download Microsoft Word, blah, 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 blah. Crazy stuff. And I have a backup, and the backup did not work. I mean, all gravest things happen together. Look like Allah is not helping me. See, Muslims, what happened to me, brother? Do you remember Prophet Solomon, brother? He wanted to have sex with 99 women, and then he forgot to say inshallah, brother. And then after he slept with all of them, brother, all night, dirgam, 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 because he forgot to say inshallah, brother, Allah gave him half baby. Here we go. Allah gave me half you too, because I forgot to say inshallah, even though I did boom boom with 99 Muslims. Every single Muslim he come to call me, he end with boom boom. He hit his head in the wall, and he deliver a baby. Yeah, that's what the hadith says. The guy, he forgot to say inshallah. Do you remember when I spoke to Mimi Hijab? I said to him, why you don't say inshallah? Maybe many of you, maybe you were asking yourself, why this guy is, what a big deal. I mean, this is what his religion is about. If you don't say inshallah, you cannot make anything happen. This is what they believe in. So the guy, he went and he decided to do jihad. And he want to have sex with all his wives, so they will have baby by the morning, brother. The guy is set, that's it, you know, he want to boom boom. I mean, suddenly this guy, he can't wait. I mean, he decided to do jihad in one night, as if he never saw women before. And the companion, they said to him, brother, don't forget to say inshallah. Right? But he don't want to say inshallah, stubborn. So the poor Prophet David, peace be upon him, brother, he was sweating all night, doing boom boom, women after women, women after women. You can imagine, if you are like in the porn business, just you know, think about it. A guy, he have 99 women. How many hours we have? The night. Before the morning, he have to be done. And look like those women, they will give birth by the morning. Look at this. Look at the hadith. This is Bukhari, brother. And you know what I like about the stories of Muhammad when he said once? Like, do you see, brother? It says once. Look, 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 look. Take a note once. So only once he did it. Okay, this night he forgot to say inshallah. What about tomorrow? And if this guy, he can have sex with 99 women every night. What do you mean once? So this guy should have like a billion a child. Every night he sleep with 99 wives. Look. So brother, Prophet Muhammad says, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, once upon the time, okay, sit down. You sit down, you troublemaker. Stop eating candies. Okay? We are going to tell a nice story. The one who don't listen, I am going to kick him out and will make him stand with one foot in the wall. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Once I told you stop playing with the gum. Don't you want to listen to the story? This is serious. It's for your age too. How old are you? 6 years old? Perfect. It's about boom boom. Aisha, she was mature at the age of 6. Once upon the time, once Solomon, the son of David, said, by Allah, tonight I will have sexual intercourse with 100. Look, Muhammad is decent. You see, Muhammad, when he is not sure from the number, he say like or, you know, like or. I mean, what happened? He's not sure how many wives he have. He's not sure he can have 100 or 99. So look, you see, because sometime Prophet Solomon, he can do only 99, to be honest with you. Sometime, depend in the food, he do 100. Sometime 101. This is where it's coming like 101, like, you know, like 101. So the Prophet, he want to be like, you know, disclaimer, 99, 100, you know the thing, Joe Biden. So okay, tonight I will have sexual intercourse with 100 or 99 women, each of whom will give birth. This guy is sure. He shoot, the baby come out right away. Babies. You know, like what? So each of whom will give birth to a night. Like, what the heck? This guy will give birth to boys? There's no girls. I mean, this guy, he choose the gender too. 99 women, and they will give 99 boys. Sorry, night. Mujahideen. Oh boy. Man. True story. All of them boys. Who will fight in Allah's cause. This guy, he have an army. You remember what Muhammad said about how big the army of David and the army of Solomon? All the way to Baghdad. And now he is caring for 99 kids. Anyway, for the cause of Allah, on that, i.e., if Allah wills. Okay? But he did not say Allah willing. The drama. See here, you see the mistake of a hero. He have the animation in his penis. He have the seed there. He have the energy. He have the penis ready. He have the women are naked. He have the bed fit for them. He have the time to do it. But he forgot to say inshallah. Drama. I don't know if you want to make a movie about it, you will be the winner. Between all the movies. And by the way, if you don't want Muslims to get upset from the movie, call it Amazing Truth Story from Prophet of Allah. This will make the Muslim relax. They want to throw rocks at the theater. They want to threaten to kill you. Just take it easy. They are peaceful. Therefore, Only one of those women conceived and gave a birth for a half man. Hey, Muslims are confused about this one. Does that mean that half of the man stay inside her and half of him became out? She gave birth to a half a man? He was a man. I mean, she gave birth to a man, but he's a half man. Do those people have a brain? And who dare to ask if this is going to be a true story or not? And brother, is that a Sahih story? Yes, Sahih al-Bukhari, brother. This is very sure. You know, this remind me. This is a long time ago. I used to be, I used to be a Hindu. So in my previous life, I used to have 2,000 wives. You know. And I forgot to tell you, in my previous life, I was, maybe, you know what? Maybe David in his previous life was a rabbit. Maybe Muhammad was a Hindu talking about rabbit. Even a rabbit, he will not do that. 99 rabbit in one night, you rabbit? You troublemaker rabbit? I mean, are you sure from the number? What the heck is that? Mr. Rabbit? Boom boom non-stop? Unbelievable. Can you use Zoom? I don't know what this Zoom is about. You see the problem, not all programs, they will let you speak what I say. I went to TikTok, I made it 3 videos, they banned me. You know, those companies are cowards. They are under the influence of the Muhammadan. But don't worry, I'm known to get married to 99 women. I will have sex with all of them in one night. Second day, I will have 99 Christian Prince Jr. They will open 99 channel on YouTube. And they will start debating Muslim. And then they will challenge Zakir Naik. And then Zakir Naik, he will decide to fight me. So he'll go and have sex with 99 women. And then he will give birth to 99 Zakir Naik. And then his 99 boys, Zakir Naik, they will go versus the 99 boys of Christian Prince. And then they will challenge each other. And the children of Zakir Naik, they will call the Christian Prince Jr. the kids, and they will say to him, I threaten you. If you're a man, and not like your father, tell me your faith. Give me your name. I am a person, I live in Pakistan, and I know everything. I am a scholar. And you know what? I am sexy, and you know it. And then the Christian Prince Jr., they will say to the children of Zakir Naik, Potato, if you are a man, call me. Stop giving excuse. Face to face, shoulder to shoulder, ass to ass. Just do it. Excuse doesn't help you. And can you tell me the numbers? 3 of them, they were 3, and their dog is number 4. 4 and their dog is number 5. 5 and their dog is number 6. What is the number? Call my number. 1212-000-1212. Idiot you. And you see the Muslim, they said, listening to Zakir Naik. This guy is genius, you know. The Christian, they said that Jesus said, I am the way. Brother and sister, all the prophets are the way. I think that Prophet Muhammad in his time, he was the way. Prophet Moses was the way. Abraham was the way. What the heck? And you know, the funny is, later you will see a comment made by Muslim. They say to you, this is not the real Zakir Naik. They're stupid. They think this is Zakir Naik. You believe it or not, I'm making his voice. And still those people, they are trying to prove that this is not Zakir Naik, brother. Crazy people. Do we have any Abdul? Yeah, Zakura. Zakura al-Farfura. The funny is, when this guy from Iraq, he told his parents to speak to me, and You see, I don't know, the drama. They want to spit at the phone, you know, and don't read al-Bukhari. You cannot touch al-Bukhari, and but they will not read. They will not listen. What? This is what happened to Muslims when you show them the truth. Look, Palestine is quoting from Galatian. The Muslims do not know how to quote their Quran, but they are quoting our book. No, the funny thing is the guy, when I said to him, is Muhammad dead? No. Is he alive? No. Is he now in heaven? No. Is he now on earth? No. Whatever I say to him, he say no. Do you fly? No. You don't fly? No. You fly? No. Can you do like one session? Hey, my friend, don't you see how long our session is? Every session have many sessions. Just download, cut it pieces, share it, do whatever you want. My shortest video is like 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 7 hours, 8 hours. And you are telling me about sessions? But honestly, the most funny person ever spoke to me, did not speak to me directly. It was this guy from Indonesia, the Christian Prince BMW. Christian Prince, I have a challenge for you. If you can answer those questions, I will give you 5 BMW. Christian Prince. And I was so excited. Finally, I will get rid of my old car, finally. And 5 BMW, I at least make 1 Range Rover, all of them, they are BMW. I mean, come on. 5 BMW, and the guy, he don't own a bicycle. He will give me 5 BMW. Anyway, Christian Prince, I challenge you to find me 1 verse in the Bible. It says that the Messiah, he said, I'm Christian. What the heck? The Messiah, he said he's a Christian? I mean, when those guys, they think about their questions, how long it take them? He challenged me to find 1 verse in the Bible. It says that Christ, he said he's a Christian. Solve this problem now. How in the world I'm going to win the 5 BMW? Christ is a Christian. Wait, can you find such a thing? Huh? You cannot find it. Too bad he died. Yeah, he died from heart attack. And like those ustad in Indonesia, there is one of you, he sent me an article. I don't know, I forgot where it is. So somebody, he sent an article. He was asking the ustad, why they don't answer me? Where are you? Where are the sheikhs? Why nobody step up and refute this guy? So I think this guy, he was like, he got excited, He said, okay, I know English, so I'm going to get him busted. But the poor guy, whatever he say, we made him shish kebab. It was fun. No, not in the sun. In the sun is from the Philippines. That guy is, that idiot is a joke there. That guy, every day, he make a video challenging the Christians to call him, to debate him. Until I got into, see his video. And he was so sorry. No, actually, I'm not happy for him that he died. I wanted to save him before he died. Poor guy. Stupid. He will go to hell. Him and the child molester. I don't mind anyone. Always. I open my Skype. I don't know who's calling me. If Ultimate Fault can call me, that's mean anyone can call me. Yeah, exactly. The only one who tried to debate me, to answer me, not to debate me, to answer me, he died. No, I don't like Mercedes. Actually, those Mercedes is the worst cars. You know, people they love names, but if in case you own one, you will see they will rip you apart. They will take your teeth in order to fix it. Never buy, buy a donkey. The Buraq. The Buraq is the best, the one who fly all the way to the sky. Amazing reaction about the Quran. Yeah, but we need somebody his mouth is open. A Catholic reaction to the Quran. Thank you, Elisa. You have Mercedes. I feel sorry for you. How much money you spend for maintenance? They are bad, especially now. They are not made in Germany no more. The best thing about having an old car is the following. Once I left my car and I left the keys inside it and I left the windows open. I went vacation for 2 weeks. You guess what? Nobody even touched it. The window is open, the key is inside the car, and the car in the street. Who is going to steal it? It will be worry. I need to fix it. And this is the same car I'm telling you about when I used, like, the Arab people, they like to show off and they worship money, generally speaking, not everybody for sure. So like we speak about Muslims, how hypocrite, but there's a lot of Christians are hypocrite too. So I go to a church, a Middle Eastern church. I go, I shake hand with the priest, I introduce myself. Second time I come, he don't remember me. Third time I come, he don't remember me. Nobody in the church remember me, as they not exist. All of this because of my car. Honestly, all of this is because of my car. Those people, Middle Eastern in general, they worship money. They don't worship God. So if you are driving a fancy car, they will start shaking hand with you. Who are you? They don't need to introduce yourself. They will come to you, But I'm coming with a car in the price of a donkey, Nobody want to speak to me. I go like, I don't shake hands, like, hey, hello, hi, But nobody remember your name. That is the truth. And then one day, I went with a guy, he have a very, very expensive car. Suddenly, everybody want to know who I am. Yeah, we have a disease in the Middle East, they worship money. Money. Money, money. Yeah. From their fruits you shall know them. All right. Don't mention Sepharaz, he will jump now. The Golf wagon, G-Wagon. What is the G-Wagon? The Golf? My friend, I'm not trying to cancel my identity by having an old car, but this was I was able to afford. Don't think I was doing like I don't want anyone to know who I am, so I'm being humble. So I bought a very, very cheap. No, no, no. But this is the money I have in my pocket. uh, do you have any video in Arabic? Not many, but there is a debate between me and the Sheikh of the Shia in USA. His name is Hisham al-Husseini. You can watch it in ARABIAN. I made him shish kebab literally, if you speak Arabic. Go watch it. The guy, he starts shaking his head like a lizard. I don't know if any of you saw it. Did you try to ask Saudi Iman or Sheikh to debate in YouTube? So what we were doing for all those years here, we challenge everybody. Saudi, not Saudi, who care? I never choose who is going to call me. Anyone can challenge me, right? Story that ran away from Moses, the rock. We spoke about many times. We don't know, we mention everything from time to time. If you have any Muslim, he claimed to be a cleric or a scholar, let him try. You know, let him try to contact me. I will not even need to know who is he. I don't care. I never ask a person for conditions. Muslims, they put conditions because they are trying to escape. Who created hell? What is hell first? 3-7. What is hell? Do you know what is hell? If you know what is hell, let me know. Because in order to answer you about who created hell, you need to know what is hell. So do you know? Yeah, you can search for Christian Prince versus Sheikh Hisham al-Hussein. This guy, he have many interview in Fox News. Yeah, anyone get them busted, they will call him a Zionist. Any question? My friend, you know, would not need to go to Africa to teach. Here we go. You are in Africa, right? You can invite your friends, and if you want to make a special class for a special group, I'm willing to do it voluntarily, and it's always for free. You can bring your church if you want to have like special session only for your church, and I can make a private YouTube broadcasting in case they want to be like private, and I can teach your church without going to Africa. Save the money and the time. What the difference between jinn and shaitan? According to Muhammad, shaitan is a genie. So jinn is the kind of creatures which is created from fire and gas. So Shaitan is a genie. Shaitan is not an angel. Like in Christianity, Satan is a fallen angel. In Islam, no. Satan was one of the jinn. And jinn are not demon. Demon are a spirit in Christianity. In Islam, jinn is not a spirit. It's a creature who is invisible, but he have a physical body, and even he can have sex with Muslim women. Hell is a place of sin? No. No. Because you cannot do sin there. That's it. What sin? Hell, to make it simple for you, you can make it a location, you can make it a place, you can call it whatever you want, but simply hell is you being left alone out of the mercy of the Lord. And you will be cast in a place where you don't want to be, against your will. Obviously, it's an evil destiny for you, because you deserve it. So because of your evil, you go where you belong. Everyone who will go where he belongs. Those who wish evil, do evil, practice evil, love evil, their wish will come to true. They will go where they belong. So to make it simple, when we say hell and heaven, the fly go to the garbage, and the bees, they go to the flower. You decide where you go. So hell, because you said you don't want to believe in God, so you will not go where God is. As simple as that. You will go where God is not. And that is hell. Why we say God created heaven and hell? Well, God created everything. God created Satan too, but he created him as an angel, but he chose to be Satan. So God created everything. If you think about it, God even created evil, because when he created Satan, he created evil. But as I said, he did not create evil to be evil. He created angel to be angel, but he gave us a free will. In the same time, don't you believe that you are a free person? So if God, he forced you to believe in him, so you will be saved. You will be crying, you will be complaining, this is slavery, dictatorship. So God, he says, you are free. Go ahead. So now what you are saying, you are complaining for you are being free, and you don't want to be free. And by the way, if you don't like hell, don't go. Maybe you have a solution. Ajaya, Christian, CP, Hinduism, respect Jesus as God. I don't know, my friend. I saw videos of a Hindu insulting Christianity, attacking Christianity. And for me, I had to respond to those who they do that. You see, for me, Christ is a red line. It doesn't matter who you are. You are a Hindu, you are a Christian, you are a Buddha, you are a Jew, you are, I don't care. You speak against him, we deal with it. You know what? What people who don't like Christianity, they say to you, well, God, if he is good, why he will send people to hell? Is that nice? Well, God, he did not send you to hell. You decide to go. For thousands of years, this God, he sent prophet after prophet after prophet, and preachers and people speak and etc. to tell you, if you keep doing this, you will go to hell. If you keep doing that, you will go to heaven. Then you decide to not to do this and you do that. Then you cry and you say, why? I'm going to go to hell. It's your choice. Who was the wife of Adam's son? Which son? I mean, people, they ask questions really, Adam son. According to the Quran, when the two children of Adam, Eve, she used to give a twin. Each time she gave birth to a twin, one boy and one girl. And then Adam, because he was very Muslim conservative, so he don't marry the sister to the brother from the same birth. He marry her to the other guy, you know, very conservative. So when the sons of Adam, they fought over the sister, because one of the sisters, she have a cross eyes. None of them want to marry the cross eyes girl, according to Muhammad. So based on this story, chapter 5 verse number 27, Allah told Adam, tell your sons to give me a sacrifice, and the one who I accept sacrifice, he can take the girl. So one of them, he gave a sacrifice, which is a grain and